So today we are configuring the ESP32 Nano, Arduino ESP32 Nano, which is here. And this microcontroller module is a very small, and it is powered by this processor, which is Extensa dual core 32-bit LM7 microprocessor. So it's a dual core. It's a very powerful tiny machine with 240 megahertz of the frequency, and it has a 16 KB SRAM and RTC in low power mode. In Arduino Uno, the SRAM is 2 KB, which is like very less. And if we compare the size, it's a smaller than Arduino Nano because it's not even half of it. And I'm using this with external shield, but even if I take out the shield, this microcontroller is very small, and in comparison to pen also it's very small, so it's very good for the compact work. So today we are going to configure it. Let's see the interesting features of this. So it has a 3.3 volt operating voltage, so don't use it with the 5 volt, otherwise it can go bad. And it has a very good Wi-Fi connectivity, Bluetooth connectivity. It has a built-in antenna also, and 2.4 gigahertz TNR, which is called transmitter and receiver. This is a good frequency for 500 meters maximum range, which is half kilometer, depending upon the line of sight. And it has like Arduino Uno has some digital PWM pins, pulse width modulation, and analog pins to get the data directly from the physical changes. So here it's 8 and 14, and it has a SPI and I2C communication ports. So SPI and I2C inter-integrated circuits, because it's basically it's IIC, inter-integrated circuit, and it's a serial peripheral interface. And the best part is it consumes a super low power of 7 microamps current, which is when it goes in the deep sleep or in the light sleep. We can configure it for less consumption if it's not continuously used and powered by a battery, so that battery can last long. So don't waste much time. Let's configure with the Arduino IDE. I'm using the OS as a Mac. I'm using Mac M2, but you can easily configure it with Windows as well. So let's do it. One more thing, for it's a USB-C cable compatible. So I would like to tell you that don't use a very long cable for connecting it with this. So just connect the here, and then you will see some lights. I'm connecting it to my computer. So this is going to my computer, and now I will configure it. There's a pop-up on the computer, so for pop-up that new device is detected, so you say yes. And now let's go to the screen of the computer. ESP32 Nano with the Arduino IDE interface. This is a symbol of that. I hope you know how to download it, and just select Nano ESP32, but it is showing this message and nothing is enabled. I cannot do OK, although it's showing the serial USB port, and but no boards found for Arduino Nano. So let's configure the boards. Just close it, go to tools, and go to boards and board manager. So there are many boards, so we have to go to Arduino ESP32. Let's find if there is a Arduino Nano ESP32. Arduino Nano ESP32. So basically I don't see ESP32. There are two ESP32. One is by Espressif Systems, which is very popular, and this is integrated on the uBlox ESP32 board. So let's install this. Let's see the version. So this is the latest 2.0.18. so let's install it and see how it's behaving. So it has been done. So something is happening, downloading packages and all that, which is going inside the brain of the microcontroller of ESP32, which is connected through the USB-C connections, a small cable preferably. So downloading the packages are going on inside the microcontroller Nano. So it's taking a little while, but the process is finishing. If you see my mouse cursor, so it's going, and I think it's done. So the packages are will make it configurable with the computer. So it's done. I think platform Arduino ESP is installed. See the last line. This platform has been installed here, and let's see if right now there is a no board selected here on the bottom right side. I'm just scrolling my mouse. Just select the board. So if I select the board, it has been configured. Now here also Arduino Nano ESP32, and here also Arduino Nano ESP32. So it has been installed.